MVP. Another all Chobo League matchup. All in, Bubba Rally playing Protoss versus Bear Slots, who showed up in force to this tournament. I feel like half this tournament was Bear Slots players. This is like one half Bear Slots, one half RH Gaming, one half everyone else, or a grand total of I Can Map.
I think last week we had a lot of GGK, no?
Really appreciate all the clans who show up to these things. And we're in. Alright. Oh. Something looked weird. Going to go ahead and remake the game. Pretty sure Vendetta did not want to choose Terran.
Yeah.
About to say something, but wasn't 100% sure. I thought maybe he doesn't like ZVP. Go ahead, pull out the pocket Terran. Scarlet actually did something like that. Did you see that match, Minfo?
Nah.
I believe I forget who she was up against, but instead of playing a ZVZ, she decided to go pocket Protoss. And then she won. So
Oh wow.
Scarlet confirmed best Protoss Canada.
Alright, let's try this again.
Alright. Here we go. Alright, take two. Fight over purple, Vendetta. Apparently taking away Bubba Rowley's purple. You ever have that? A favorite color that you always want to play in the custom matches?
Yellow.
Light pink. It always tilts me a little bit every time I get into a game and light pink's already taken.
Yellow's for me.
Free for all or something like that, I make sure I kill the light pink player first.
It's my color.
Who plays light pink anyway? That's my color. Alright,
Okay.
Here we go. Take two. In the lower left-hand corner. Playing for All In Gaming. All Inspiration. There we go. Or All In? No, All In. Yeah. All In. Short for All Inspiration. It is Bubba Rowley. And in the upper right-hand corner, playing for Team Bear Slots, you what, mate? It is the Purple Zerg Vendetta. Alright. Bubba Rally getting started off with forward pylon. He is going to be walling off up at the front. This might look like a gateway opener. Of course, either open gateway or forge fast expand. Do you ever mess around with Protoss, Minfo? Oh dear, I've been left off on my own again. Alright, solo casting time. Overlord going up across the map. Both players starting off. Overgrowth, of course, is an interesting map. Has a lot of potential for cheesy play with the gold bases here. And it is going to be gateway first, no forge fast expand. Or Bubba Rowley. Probe is actually going to miss the Overlord, but he should know that this Overlord is heading here anyways. Second Overlord, they're just checking, make sure there aren't any sort of gateway proxies or anything like that. Scouting probe comes along, not in time to block the natural expansion. That can of course get so infuriating as a Zerg player, having that natural expansion denied. And the probe is caught, taken out. Some people just really don't like having that worker come across. They'll be willing to sacrifice the mining time necessary. 6 Zerglings quickly out. No speed anywhere to be seen. 8 Zerglings. This is going to be interesting. Here we go. He has an exposed pylon down here. He's going to only have one zealot. Mothership core out. He's actually supply blocked himself. Get these extra Zerglings out. He's going to have 8 Lings out on the field, unscouted. Here comes another probe out here. With 1 gas, I'm not quite sure what this can do. He's maybe just saving for later, seeing if he can't see faster. But 1 zealot. 1 zealot. Here we go. Versus the Lings. Let's see what he can do. Use that. It's going to just take away the free pylon. This is actually going to supply block Bubba Rally. This could do work. This attack right here with good micro, he can definitely bust down this ramp. Going to be attacking Gateway. It's a second zealot. This thing is actually going. This zealot could get caught on the way. Nope, he's going to be back, making sure, trying not to take too much damage. Moving the zealots a bit closer. What's the follow-up for this? Follow-up is macro. So gets 1 pylon for his efforts. I don't know if I like this though. I don't think this is an even trade. I think Zerg probably could have gotten just as much with 1 or 2 Zergling pairs. Tops. Of course, going to be blocking the natural mothership core. Almost done. Alright, and still 10 drones popping right now. Trying to get that economy rolling. No sign of speed as well. Now, if this was me off racing as Zerg, I would just, go for fast speeds, speedling all in. Of course, these players are much better at me at their respective races. Natural expansion goes down. That can be inferred from clearing of the Zergling. A lot of chrono boosts saved up here. Back at home, no workers on the gas. Gonna put that on soon. Warp gate almost done. Meanwhile, for the Zerg player, setting up 1, 2 gases out the natural. And there goes the third. Going to be spotted by the probe scout. Alright, we're starting to see how this game is going to be getting underway. Heavy gateway production. 5 gateways and a robo. Metabolic boost starting for the Zerg. Layer as well. More Zerglings taking what map control they can. If we look at the actual map control right now, we can see there's pretty much the entire map, except for the Protoss base, visible to the Zerg player right now, versus Zerg, who just knows that there are 3 expansions. There are 2 expansions for the Zerg player. Defensive spore crawlers getting started, 2 more gases being added, and a small little warp in over here. That's going to be so annoying for the Zerg to have to deal with. Probe gets taken out. These Lings are on a scouting mission. Eventually, they'll run into this small little force. For Protoss, right now, there are 6 Zealots out on the field. And they could very well take out this 3rd base, which is going to be a nice pickup for Bubba Rally. That little probe certainly paying off for itself. In production are 14 Lings. They are going to be too late to save the space, though. Drones trying their best to hold off. It's not going to be enough, and the 3rd base goes down. Alright, so the impetus is now on Vendetta. What's he going to do in response to this? There are a lot of sentries going down, but Immortal is being started in case there is any roach follow-up. Right now, Vendetta is just flooding the map with speedlings. It's gonna be all up to the force fields to see whether or not these guys can do work. +1 attack, and Carapace started missile attacks actually. So this is going to be a transition, and there we go, the Hydralisk Den. So this is going to be Ling Hydra. Can do a lot of work versus this sort of anti-Roach Ling army that's been set up. And there is no way that Bubba Rally can really sort of fight into this, I feel like, at least until he gets maybe a couple more sentries. Hallucinated Phoenix. Gonna see what's going on, but oh, hello, surprise! Zerglings right outside your base. That was actually super risky. A couple good force fields, that entire army is wiped out. Here's the response. I'm going to just go ahead and expand to the gold base. Kind of what makes overgrowth interesting. Meanwhile, the hallucinated Phoenix is going to go ahead and scout out. And of course, what he's going to be looking for is the follow-up. See the macro head, and there he goes. Definitely sees the Hydralisk then, so he knows what is up. Robotics Bay is thrown down. We are going to see Colossus, as expected in this matchup. Alright. Now, Hydralisks, high DPS, but they really need creep to do sort of their thing. They're pretty slow off of creep. And versus this amount of force fields and Colossus, gonna be tricky. And what is this? Warp Prism started. Oh, so we can see some cheeky things going on this game. Still sees no third. Vendetta should be expecting some sort of potential aggression, having seen no third at this point. Oh, is he going to spot it? He sees the Warp Prism. He definitely sees the Warp Prism. Alright, so now, how's the response going to go? Sort of following with the Zergling army, also revealing sort of the army he has set up. Response is Spire, now completed. This Warp Prism is running for its life. It's not being controlled for 1 second, and boom! Down goes the Warp Prism. That is... oh, that's so painful as a Protoss player. Alright, 1 Colossus out on the field. 7 sentries out. Versus about 40 Lings, 38 to be exact, and another 27 Hydralisks. There is no way Vendetta can fight into this Protoss army right here. Playing with fire. Low Hydralisks. Oh no, the pathing is wrong. They're going to be sectioned off. But with only 1 Colossus, the Colossus is the linchpin of this army. It is going to be taken down. No, not going to be taken down. It's going to have to run for the hills though. Alright, and with this is very dangerous. Mothership core gets taken out just in time. That's the photon overcharge. Its dying breath. And in the units lost tab, we see about 4,000 resources lost for the Protoss versus just 2,700 for the Zerg. Probe gets sniped. And we have Mutalisk now on the field. 2 Colossus, that's the magic number. It's going to be able to repel this very, very squishy army, but high DPS army. In the supply now, though, Vendetta with a commanding 145 supply. Bubble Rally's 98 supply. Bubble Rally on 2 base. Vendetta comfortably on 3 base with the gold expansion. Now going to go pick up his 4th base. And we see Twilight Council being thrown down for Bubble Rally. Meanwhile, for Vendetta, Ground Carapace and Zerg missile attacks level 2 started for the upgrades. We also see muscular augments. There we go. Hydralisk speed. Very important. You kind of just need all the speed upgrades for all the Zerg tech. The Zerg army is not very useful without them. And here we see a small little excursion from Protoss. Counterattack right here. What's he going to do? There is no mothership core attached with this, so there will be no recall. It could potentially be sandwiched in. Knows where it is. Oh, but the choke point is very bad for the Zerg player. But the surround is there. Does he have enough to overpower this army? Mothership core shows up. And with good force fields, just enough, this is going to be wiped out. Vendetta plummeting his supply. Now 116 supply. He is no longer in the supply lead. He's going to evacuate this whole base. There is no way he can hold on to this. Desperately trying to make army out.